explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife. Crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. The return man, Ty Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them buckets. With our footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gonna run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Buffalo.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills' first down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Hines. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off. Bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown.
Nyheim Hines. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson now returning. Across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Jets nothing.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Bills.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On first down, Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now it's Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Minshew sets to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
On first down, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And the Bills will move the chains. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending...
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Finds the ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain. Through contact and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. take this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of
just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Buffalo.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Listen back. 50 seconds to life. 50 seconds to life. I got one. Bang, 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 bang. 50 seconds to mark. 50 seconds to mark.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
4-yard loss.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They run with Hines, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Bills will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Hey, Alpha. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get two.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And a decent effort, but they'll mark him down about 3 yards shy of the first.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant. Mike, 49. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
30 base. Here we go. Check 4, check 4. Butt set.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Tyler Boyd.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. It's caught by Herndon. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew airing one out, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They run again with Hines. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down now, it's Hines. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And it's third.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
4-yard gain.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
27-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, it's Hines. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and to secure a victory.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and...
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Johnson.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Bills 31.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Buffalo, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here,